Day to down on the dead day. I don't see nothing but red. I gather the blankets and milk and the bread. I come from the east and I'm traveling.
Today, from Ford Field in Detroit, it's a special Thanksgiving Day presentation on the NFL on EA Sports.
And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll run the toss here with Taylor. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To the right side, this is Taylor. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Running left, Taylor. And some space here. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, his 4th. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And it's 7-0 Buffalo. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it was capped off by a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And no return here from Westbrook. This will be a touchback. Now a 1st down throw. Gone. Oh, hit as he throws there. Incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
On 1st down, Goff. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Goff throwing again. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 39.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
A first carry for Leonard Fournette. Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. And a give this time to the tailback. And a short gain here down to the 22. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They'll try the air now with Goff. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson.
I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is.
Touchdown! Brevin Jordan, his first touchdown on the year. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Now Matt Prater for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Stevenson elects not to return it. It's a touchback. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And you see his numbers from a week ago. He was up over 100 yards then, and he's already hit pay dirt here once in this one.
We always talk about quarterbacks and receivers getting into rhythm, right? Really feeling good, finding each other downfield. I think running backs operate the same way. They can hit a good rhythm and a good stride, and he's carrying it over from last week.
2nd down, another run with Taylor. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try the left side with Taylor. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll try the left side. It's Taylor. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. A give for Taylor running right side. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. From the gun, it's Allen. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after 1. On 1st down, Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
To throw again on 2nd down. Allen. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes. Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone. He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And Charles, you can't really fault him. He's over 100 yards already. He's not the reason they're losing.
And that is really unusual because ordinarily when you set the tone this way and have run it this effectively.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big play here for Buffalo. On play action, Allen. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They'll try the left side. Taylor. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. And now, hang tight. We pause for an injury to the wide receiver, Stephon Diggs, who is yet to hop back on his feet. We'll check on his status when we get back. The kick by pass is good. And that will knot us up at 10. So he splits the uprights and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
And no return here from Westbrook. This will be a touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they are losers of 2 straight coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult, CD, when you take a losing streak into a quick turnaround game like this?
It certainly is, because you don't get time to work on the issues that you've had throughout the season that have caused you to have the record that you're having. You can't really get those set. So now you're trying to minimize those and maximize what you've been doing well. And I remember a game recently where one of the assistant coaches said to the head coach, forget our running back rotation. This guy has a hot hand, and they rode him to a victory. Those are things you have to look out for in games like this.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. Got a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. All tied up at 10. 2 minutes left in the first half. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. On 4th down, Michael Pilardi on to punt. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. Back now on offense, the Buffalo Bills. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it here. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone, and he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught. Josh Allen leads the offense out for their next possession. He's completed 4 passes so far in this game. The issue is 2 of them have been to the guys in the wrong colored jersey. So I'd say there's a little bit of clouded vision, right? Sometimes he sees clearly, sometimes he doesn't. I know on the sideline they'll be going over things and talk about what the coverages are and what they're seeing. So you used to look at the snapshots. Now you look at the Microsoft Surface Pro. He's got to analyze what he's seeing.
Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Here's Allen to throw it. And he slings one that's incomplete. To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion. Allen again here on 2nd and 10. Touchdown, Bills. Stephon Diggs, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And we are tied here in the second quarter. (17-17) the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And no return here from Westbrook. This will be a touchback. The Lions now taking over late in this first half. And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together. On On first down, it's gone. And that's complete to Cooks. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. From the gun, here's Goff. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Michael Pilardi now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded just inside the 30. A solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Bills offense now for one final time in this first half. And with decent starting field position, there may be only a couple completions away from field goal range. Going deep for Diggs. And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete. So, CD, you talk about this football team, some of the whispers and reports, the social media posts, they hint at a locker room that's splintered, badly splintered. There was talk earlier, some guys might walk away entirely. But that hasn't happened, however, at least to this point.
No, and sometimes some of that talk is just that, talk. I mean, guys often say, that's it, I'm out of here. And then they realize, I'm not ready to retire yet. What am I going to do now? And they're really ready to come back and dive back in. In fact, we've got guys who are wearing gold jackets in the Hall of Fame. They talked about retirement the last 6-7 years of their careers. So that's not always real. And sometimes you just have to go ahead and ride it out. And this is an opportunity now for everyone in this locker room to move forward.
And the Lions getting set to go on offense to start the third. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
On second down, here's Fournette. And he'll get this up only to about the 33.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
They'll run it again with Fournette. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Not at all what they envisioned on third down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he's on to punt for Detroit. And this will be taken at the 13. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Second down, another run with Taylor. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. 1st and 10, Taylor now. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll try the left side. Taylor. And he's going to have a Bills first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now a give right side. It's Taylor. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Tackle made there by Frank Clark. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Gibson again. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. And they're going to speed things up here. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. And now they'll throw with Allen. Escaping the pressure right. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there. Yeah,
no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
154 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
On 1st down, it's Taylor. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Allen. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And the Bills are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. We're on to the 4th here on Thanksgiving Day. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Taylor. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills have broken the tie. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And no return here from Westbrook. This will be a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the 2nd half. They'll need to change that here. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's Goff. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Goff on 1st down. This one caught. It's the tight end, Hawkinson. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Now a play fake, and it's Goff. He gets it to Cooks. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Ed Oliver, that time, the one to get in there and bring him down. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Out of the gun, Goff. This one swung out to Williams. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Back to throw, Goff. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Goff. And he's got it. And in for the Lions touchdown. T.J. Hockenson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 3. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He has a chance to hit that often elusive 200-yard mark on this drive.
And most of the time during a game, people aren't keeping track of individual statistics.
Are you sure?
Well, a lot of the runners kind of know. But I'll guarantee you someone has sent word into the offensive line that he's got a chance to get over 200 on this drive. That should give them a little extra motivation because they love it when backs break that barrier.
Absolutely. We'll see if he can do it. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. And now they're in the hurry-up. From midfield, here's Allen. He'll buy some time right. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 27-yard line. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. Now a first down run is sniffed out from the start as they'll drop him for a loss of 4. Now the Bills will hustle to the line. Now Allen. Forced out to his left. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll try the left side. Taylor. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Second down, another run with Taylor. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. On the handoff, Taylor. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. They'll look to run with Taylor. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Allen trying to hurry everybody up to the line of scrimmage. On second down, it's Taylor. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown late in the game. They look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll start things out at the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go into this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got a man complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big play that time through the air. 37 yards. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.